everyone, welcome to a special episode of In Your Darkest Hour. And In Your Darkest Hour happens to be one of those times where you will be in your darkest hour. And I would like to let you know that I'm in that wonderful place. And this is where I kind of bring in a little bit of like astrology. It's going to be a little bit part astrology. It's going to be this wonderful card reading that you see here. But also, it's going to be a therapy, and I'll tell you why. I've been around. Right, nobody wants to hear that. What's going to put it? What is this before I start making fun of myself? Of course, I just woke up. And I woke up in one of my moods of just like, I don't know. Like, why do I feel the way that I feel? And then I was just like, oh my gosh, that's the reason why. It's like, oh my god, I'm having Venus conjuncting Pluto. That means that the transit of Venus, where she is at the moment, she is in tropical astrology. She would be at 21 degrees of Libra. That's where my Pluto is. And so every single time that you have like any luminary, like a sun or a moon or any of those kinds of planets, what happens is that those could be quite places of eternity, of pain and anguish, of sometimes maybe of your mental mind, but a lot of times there are real issues deep down inside. So today's message really talks about how the spirit bear, and it's 396 hertz, that's actually like a destroying unconscious blockage. And so that's what Pluto brings up. So the day that you're having Venus conjuncting Pluto, that would be definitely your version of like where it is that you love, how you love, what you love, just anything having to do with that. Usually it's a person that brings across any of those kinds of obsessions. And that's the other thing too. It's the kind of thing, and it so happens that I have one of those going on at the moment. I really do wake up in the morning time just thinking, oh my god, it's going to be another day of me having to think about this person, or another day of me just like, pondering about the situation, or what happened, or what's going on, or how do I feel, or da-da-da-da-da, and what-da-da, and the whole 9 yards, because that's the kind of thing when you're in these feelings already, and now you have a Venus conjunction Pluto. So those days could be quite days of insanity. I have lived them. I really have been in places where just out of just not even knowing any better, realizing that some days I've actually just my own insertion into that relationship ended it all together in a way that that was really painful. So I've learned now that a lot of times it's your own personal compulsion that really gets highlighted on a day, and it really has less to do with the person, but more to do with your own psychological faculties about how you actually view that situation. That's the best objective way I could pull myself out of being emotional. Because I'm just, obviously I wouldn't be doing tarot card readings, or I wouldn't be doing any of these kinds of therapies if I didn't know that. So the amazing thing about now finally taking a hold of it, and don't get me wrong, I sound nice and strong here, but while putting this together, you falter into how it is that, why is this happening to me, and how could this person ever do that? And all these other things, and every imaginable kind of reason, like anybody else who doesn't have answers. That's why we have tarot cards. Otherwise people wouldn't, let's be real, if everything was transparent, you could live like a damn vegetable, you can live like a flower, right? But you're not. So the amazing thing here, and I'll start off with this message here from the spirit bear, because we just really need to have this perspective regardless of like what it is that this reading is about. And it was done with the intention of like, what do we need to know in a time of Venus conjunction? So wherever you are, where time you see this, if you're having this conjunction or not, that's why you should get an astrologer. Feel free to email me, message me, whatever you need to. I think that, first of all, these cards are pulled randoms. I'm not picking them just for this reading or whatever. I did a pre-shuffle just because I just have this elaborate thing and I'm just not going to be doing it just shuffling like that. I just don't feel like it really does well for a show like this. Plus, I can keep it nice and tight for you with a good message while you're on the go in the traffic, wherever you are, having your coffee on your drive to work. These wonderful messages will always be nice, calm, wonderful, and loving, regardless of how I feel. All right, here we go. It says, you are being healed from guilt and fear. Such emotions will no longer steal your personal power or dissuade you from confidence, happiness, and realizing your own worth. No matter how unlikely it may seem, you're going to emerge from a spiritual winter into light and life, the divinely ordained time for your liberation, healing, and emergence. Much closer than you realize. Abundant blessings are stirring and shall soon manifest. And that's exactly what happens here in this whole Venus conjunction situation. You really get completely like down, you know, it really does like drag your soul into the depths of like nothingness, because it just wants to draw this kind of reality. But the real truth is that when you just kind of empower yourself from within, and you just decide to just, you know, accept what's going on right at this very moment, you really would realize that that's the kind of first place of strength that you rise again from that place, and that, you know, the universe and yourself and everything is conspiring for the best life ever. So survive these moments. You know, some moments I thought that I was just going to just fall apart and die. I really had emerged and became even better than that. And some things really almost never hurt. That's a Chiron moment. That's another astrological thing that you would have to discover about pain. And in my case, I actually have that in my 5th house of like love and romance. So I find myself really just having these wonderful therapy sessions that I've had to repeat with my personal self. And now I guess I get to verbalize that of like just what I've gone through with myself. So I hope that you appreciate this. This is going to be like a therapy for that if you ever discover that you're in that place. Well, I think we should just start with that first card here, as I said. Actually, no, let's go here. I love the fact that this angel looks like Jesus a little bit. And I mean, it doesn't even have a specific, it just says signs, symbols, and synchronicities. It means that we're using, like I said, our own selves to emerge again with this light from within. Oh my God, what do we see here? 1111. So we're doing that. And what else it says? You've come a long way, keep going. And of course, we just did that. And what's the current energies right now? So definitely keeping to yourself, looking over things, keeping to yourself mostly, right? That's exactly where we're coming from. We're coming from more solitude. So that's kind of the thing. That's the therapy here, is to be a little bit quiet. And what comes right after? A little more waiting. So wow. I mean, no action is, like I said, is the real thing. What happens at the end here? Receive all the spiritual strength and the wisdom that we need to do what we need to do. We're not alone. We're tapping into synchronicities. Jesus is right there. We're staying there. The universe is with us. 1111, you know. Okay. What else is happening here? We see a Knight of Coins, and you see that there is an undertone of things and people or action moving. It's slow, but it's moving. It's in this quiet time. Even action at this point in time is poised to be there, but it still seems to be a very quiet time. So we're contemplating on this. Of course, no love that doesn't exist. Whoa. And this Ten of Cups that's not there as well. Whoa. And the no speaking. And the Hangman. And the Eight of Swords. And the work. Wow. The world is changing. There's lots of emotions being tamed here. But what do we see? We see that there's a look to the future. That choices are coming again. Well, in the waiting, it promises a Four of Wands at the end of all of this trauma. It promises dreams and wishes and a Six of Wands. And here we go, the Queen. So at the one more card. This Hangman is just sliding away. Wow. Yeah, at this time there is no action. But like it says, you've come a long way, keep going. That's right. It's been slow, it's been quiet. Dreams, just remember what was upside down was once upright. And as you can see, there is some action towards the future. There is these wonderful dreams, and there is that finished card with the Queen of Swords here. So, all in all, it really is the fact that there's a big change that's going on, and it's very slow moving, but it's definitely moving into stability. These are two very stable things. This is a home of Four of Wands, and this is the things that are being changed right now. You know, quite possible. Yeah, look. Hey, obviously, in this Pluto, what we do is there's a lot of changes that go on. It's a rebirth time, like it says right here. And, you know, the things of love just seems to be in a place of change. Well, there is your message. We have to apply patience. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you find this to be a wonderful tool to use in your time. This is for at any time, so if you receive this, even if you weren't having a Venus conjunction Pluto, trust me, you can feel that feeling almost at any time. Just remember, these other things, these non-actions and actions.